From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here with Signature Esports. Might have seen some drop frames there for a moment. Checking on the connection, making sure that we're good to go there. So hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I do believe we had a few little issues there, but all good. Updated driver details for this race. Perfect, Steven. Appreciate you very much. Did you do that before the race, or did you do it while you were sitting on pit road this time? Let me know so that way I can restart my SDK. I want to make sure that we take care of that for you and make sure it's all working for you. Qualifying underway right now as Phoenix gets ready for the OUTCAST Racing League. OCR ready to rock and roll. Good to see you all out there. Much love to you. And, of course, I appreciate everybody being out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Didn't play the national anthem because I keep getting flagged on Facebook for it for copyright. I might even still get flagged for my intro, even though I put all the details in the description for them. So hopefully they've got some things figured out for that. But yeah, I've gotten I've got rights to music that I've had for many months, more than a couple of years, and yeah, I'm getting flagged for it. So not very happy about that. It is what it is, and I will roll with the punches. YouTube and Twitch have been pretty good to me about it, so we'll just keep rolling with it. I do want to keep broadcasting on Facebook, so hopefully it gets all worked out and gets all fixed, and things like those things do happen. Qualifying underway. Did at the start of the practice session. Okay, I want to make sure I restart that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart SDK for everybody here. You might see a flicker. You might see some things stop. So we will double check on it. Phoenix Raceway, 75 laps today, and this is going to be a ton of fun. I do think that we're going to see a lot of what you would normally expect to see out of the race schedule for these folks. And it's been a great season. We've seen different winners. We've seen teams kind of battle back and forth. We've seen all kinds of things happen in this race. Last week, Matt Redford took home the checkered flag at the old Daytona. And this week, Phoenix Raceway looking to be very strong for the drivers, as we'll see just how long the fuel strategy will be able to hold out, and the tight racetrack, the open dog leg. It's a great racetrack, and a very much of a driver's series here for them as they get ready to rock and roll. Here's your race information, middle of your screen for you. It's 101 degrees at qualifying at 1 mile in length. 75 laps, 55% fuel means they're going to be able to run a long time. So maybe only one pit stop for these drivers as they look to try to finish this one. 3 sets of tires. They do have one fast repair. They have 2 attempts at a green, white checkered here. The partly cloudy skies will play a factor into the corners, and the track temperature should cool down over the course of the race line, but we shall see as the race progresses. OUTCAST Racing League, absolute fantastic series to have Sunday afternoon. So we're going to be off tonight. We'll be back next week for the OUTCAST Racing League on Sunday evening as well. Tomorrow night, IVRL HMG Innovations Truck Series is going to be back in action once again. But first and foremost, I want to tell everybody out there that is a papa, that isn't a papa, whatever, future, past, present, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Much love to you. And I hope that you're having a great Sunday. I'm having a great Sunday. My kids have done some great things for me, and we love them. I appreciate them. I love being a dad. It's probably the most satisfying thing in the entire world. So make sure that you treat your kids as well as you can. Or always remember that they're there to carry on your legacy, whatever it is, and just always a ton of fun. All right, starting grid for the drivers here. Jonas Gunnarsson is going to be out there in that pole position. His teammate's going to start behind him. Daniel Solo will be in that second row behind him. Matt Redford, outside pole sitter, is going to have Josh Bromfield to his outside. So we'll see just what these folks are going to be able to do and how long they're going to be able to hold on to these fast speeds, because 27.566, there's nothing to sneeze about that. Matt Redford ran a 3/1000th of a second slower. Daniel Solo just a little bit off that pace. but not too bad. He's been able to make it work. They had a epic finish last week for the end of the race. Matt Redford able to bring home the checkered flag as a big pileup was happening up behind him, and you can see that in the thumbnail. It was an epic finish. Go back and watch that race if you don't mind for me. John Langton, Tyler Humphrey will be the third row for you here. Joshua Benton and our friend from Leitrim, Ireland, Mr. Al Reed's going to be there in row number 4. He is racing several hours ahead of us, and it's almost bedtime for him. So we appreciate him being out there. Jack Wyborn back at the mix. He's going to be there with Mike Killingbeck in row number 5. Anthony Garland and Austin Shappy will make up row number 6. Down the grid we go. Casey Deese, man, the myth, the legend, the number 28, rolling with Robert Twisco to his outside. There is James Garland and Dave Durand in row number 8. Wayne Garland, the man of the hour. Waldace's racing representative is going to have Mike Durfee to his outside, and Alaric Loethi and Christopher Meese out there. They're going to be ready to roll. Christopher Meese out there in the 99. He's ready to rock and roll. Stephen Parker Hamilton, well, he's going to bring up the tail in the field, but don't count about it just yet. Caution's brought to you by Nerds Do Nerd Things. That's my favorite podcast platform, and if you have not checked them out, please go find them on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. They have an epic series, and this last week was no exception as we look to the start of this race. I tell you what, Phoenix gets kind of dicey, gets hot and heavy, and we get to see a lot of things. Pace car dips off on basically the exit of turn 2, and there's a long straightaway to 3 and 4, and the cars have to kind of pretty much stay behind the pace car until they get the start-restart zone. Phoenix is notorious for jumpers and whatnot, so we'll see just what happens here as the 33 and the 71 look to work it here. And they talk about where they can go. How about now? Full send. Red for rolling. Skulky Esports gifting a sub out there. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you very much. Giving one to Abe out there. Abe Moon, we love Abe. He's a good dude. Matt Redford out front. Gunnarson's going to be looking to try to close down that pace and try to do it quickly. Outside lane is the preferred lane on the starts and restarts here. Does look like Sean Langton, who's the current points leader in the series, tapped the wall a little bit there, so we'll see if he's going to be able to hold on to that track. A lot of drivers in the mix. Mike Killingbeck right here, trying to roll into the corner as well. It's got Anthony Garland right behind. The dog leg is the biggest portion of this race that can make or break your car. Because if you utilize all of that dog leg, drop it all the way down to the bottom, it's very hard to get braked into the corner. Garland involved, and I'm sorry about the issue with the overlay right there not popping up. There it is. First caution's going to happen. Redford's going to be out front, and it was supposed to. When I restarted it, I didn't get the auto thing clicked, so apologies about that. Wayne Garland, Austin Shappy involved. Austin Shappy had to jump to pits. So we'll take a look at what happened there. First caution of the race comes out on lap 2. Big old caution. Let's take a look and see what happens here. I'm thinking of Nerds Do Nerd Things being the platform to sponsor all that stuff. I appreciate them very much. Far Chase View. And I have to make sure that I'm talking during all that. There's the 37. Looks like Shappy was loose. And oof. So there's the 24 down there. That's Dave Durand. All these drivers, we talk about Phoenix. Phoenix is a downshifting track. You pretty much have to do that. And Austin Shappy dropped below the line there, and that's exactly what we saw to that. Let's go to the cockpit view. And he used every bit of that dog leg as you could get. Watch him drive into the corner here. Comes up into the shift, heavy into the brakes, and then it just kicks on him. You have to be hard on the brakes, and then he's down, and it just snaps on him. And then he says hello to Wayne Garland, and James, the 24 of Dave Durand, gets into that as well. So trying to get himself turned around. And his car is stuck, so that's what made him have the tow right there. So he'll be back out there in just a moment. Mark, thank you for sharing the stream out there. Thank you for the like as well. Much love to you, brother. And then Skulky gifted another Another one out there. My name is Jeff out there gets a tier 1 sub as well. Thank you, Skolky. He wanted to take over the top spot. I tell you what, he and Rich are going to be going at it here when it comes to the top spot. So he got it. I don't think so, Rich. 2 months in a row for our friend Abe. So he's got his 2-month sub out there. And thank you for the 2 months. Thank you for the gifted subs, folks. I appreciate you very much. Skolky, he had to get his top spot. I like it. I appreciate it. Now Rich is going to jump into chat, and that's funny. That's funny. I like it though, because if you're going to battle on the racetrack, well, then you can battle in Twitch chat as well. That's what I like. Pace car is going to dive in, and Redford's going to be on the inside. Gunderson on the outside. There's the 00 solo. And Langton, these drivers still trying to make some things work. Sean Langton trying to defend his points lead at the moment. And he's currently the points leader. According to Season 2 points after Daytona, Sean Langton first, Al Reed in the second, Josh Bromfield, Anthony Garland third and fourth, Mike Durfee in fifth. Christopher, the 99 is going to be sixth. Eric Ruethi, Matt Redford, Dave Duran all the way through 10th. And some of the drivers that have had the late blooms, well, they've been able to make it work, including Daniel Solo, who's got 2 wins on the series. He's currently in second right now. Appreciate the Discord message. Skolky, appreciate you very much. Folks, go check out Skolky Esports. They sponsored the race last night for the GOAT Racing League, and great organization. Skolky Esports broadcasts the GOAT Racing League Xfinity Series on Thursday nights. Well, we broadcast the Chop Shop Racing League. They've got a good little broadcast over there. He and Anthony Zirkle, Nate and Anthony Zirkle do a pretty darn good job. So go check them out for me. Give them a follow. Get them up to 500 followers. They need that. I want to see them get there. And we know that's going to be exciting to see. All right, Wyborn getting into something back here. Second caution's going to come out. There's Wayne Garland involved. Wayne, I think, just got his fast repair, and now Wyborn in the 62 is looking at some issues there. So we'll see what happened. Second caution comes out. Nick, thank you for the like. Appreciate you, buddy. Mr. Gold will get some love. All right, so little look here. Far chase view. I wonder if he saw my face in his rearview mirror and said, "Oh, that's ugly. I got to get out of the way." 62 up. Looks like he just got free. He did. He got whipping free. That's what happens on 4, and he tries to bank it off the corner there. And then Wayne, nowhere to go. T-bones the 62. Unfortunate for him there. So Wayne's going to be on pit road, and no doubt getting towed in. Holy cow. Man, that's unfortunate. Austin Shappy should be your lucky dog, so he's going to go around 9 of 75. He's going to get his lap back. Chances for everything. Thank you to all you fine individuals out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, giving us likes, giving us follows, watching it on all the platforms. You can chat on Facebook and Twitch. YouTube is still shut down because, trying to figure that one out. Outside of that, not a big deal. Matt Redford and Daniel Solo have been having some epic restarts here as Austin Shappy goes around. I do believe he might still be 1 lap down because of the tow, so he is looking for at least one more caution to get himself back out there, or maybe a pit strategy that might work for himself. Alaric Loethi comes to pit road, the number 10, getting himself taken care of. Anthony Garland in as well. Mike Durfee out there. Dave Duran, Wyborn's in to get his car taken care of. The Redstone Kanaka 62 getting himself some love. There goes Shappy. He's coming around. Shappy's going to be still 1 lap down. He was 2 laps down. So Wayne Garland in pit road here, maybe trying to get some of that car taken care of. Did he still have his fast repair? He did still have his fast repair. So he's going to be able to drive around this racetrack and be good to go. So patience might be the big factor, might be the big key here as the 2 teammates got into each other. Wyborn here in the number 62 rolling the corner. I do want to check Steven's stuff here. Excuse me. Got a little monster energy on that number 66. Let's check his driver information. We'll make sure it looks good for him. There it is. Leeds, West Yorkshire for the man. Got his picture up there and everything. I like it. I like it. George, thank you for the like. Mr. Jewel, how are you doing? How is the Van Jewel family? Happy Father's Day to you, of course. Much love to you and everybody. Gobble sent me 100 stars. He says, here's 100 stars. So the table says, bam! Much love. Appreciate you very much, Mr. Gobble. How are you doing? Thank you for the stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love our stars. Folks, we're at 3,500 followers on the old platform. And much love. We're gonna pin your stars. Thank you, Mr. Gobble. I appreciate you. We got goals. We hit our goal of 3,500 followers, and now we are looking at 4,000. That's our next goal, folks. That's our next goal. Thanks, doing well. Absolutely. Much love to you, Mr. Excuse me, Mr. George Jewell. The Van Jewel family in chat. Awesome. You too. Happy Father's Day to each of you as well. Much love to you. Father's Day is one of my favorite holidays because I get to Jess came to me and she said, Happy Father's Day. And I said, couldn't have done it without you. That's how that works. I love being a dad. There's nothing better in the world. All right. Redford gets a great restart. They utilize every bit of that dog leg. And right now, right behind Sean Langton, under fire from Solo and Gunnarsson. These three wide drivers ready to rock and roll. And you talk about a full send moment. There's a 7-33, 0-0 to the high side. 7's going to pinch down. 33's going to have to drop over the dog leg. 7's going to clear. A good run for the drivers. And right now, Sean Langton outpacing the field at the moment. Tyler Humphrey right behind the 94, 13 of 75 rolling the corner. Chevy's a foot, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Joshua Benton back here, 69, having a better day today. Good to see the Camaro running well. Driving the old Mountain Dew. Is that one still the Baja Blast? I can't remember. Or is it the Blue Raspberry one? I think it's the Blue Raspberry one. I like it though. Right behind Mike Killingback, giving himself a good little Navy paint scheme. Third caution of the race comes out here on lap 14. And man, oh man, thank you for the stars. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the likes and the follows and the shares and all the good old fashioned slugfest stuff. Mark's quickly becoming the top fan. Yeah, we're gonna have some people that are gonna be downtrodden because he's gonna get that badge as the top fan. And Mark's doing a fantastic job. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you doing what you do. Folks, if you're out there watching on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, free way to help out. I know that we've got people sending stars and subbing out there, but the best way to help out is to comment and also to like the stream. Make sure you're subbed or followed on whatever platform you're watching, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and be a part of that. Much love to you. Thank you so much for being who you are. You're all amazing. Tell you what, Skolky gifting those subs. Our sub goal is at about 3 away. You roll. Look at you guys killing it out there. I have a monthly goal of 20 subs. That's what I do. 20 subs on Twitch because, you know, I'm trying to give Jeff Bezos his money and I'm trying to earn my own. So we can give back and take care of the bills and do all that stuff. So, but the broadcasts take care of a lot of that. So we appreciate all the leagues and all the folks out there. Good stuff happening this week. We've got all the series back in action. Except for tonight, the No Toad Racing League will not be back tonight. They're going to be back next week. They're taking Father's Day off. Tomorrow night, the IVRL Truck Series, HMG Innovations Truck Series is going to be back in action. Then we have Tuesday night, the Goat Racing League Truck Series. They took last Tuesday off, so they're going to be a backup this Tuesday. Wednesday night, of course, we are off until July 6th, whenever the Winston Throwback Series comes back, so that ARCA Series will be back very soon. If you want to be a part of that, they think they have 1 or 2 spots still left open. Go search for Joshua Brock and Michael Coulter Jr. out there. You'll be able to talk to them about getting in that league. ARCA Series, some of the best racing out there as well. Thursday night's going to be the Chop Shop Xfinity Series. They're going to be back in action as well. Frederick, how do you join this league? Fred, all you got to do is be on... If you're on iRacing, all you got to do is look for the OUTCAST Racing League, or you can search for Anthony Garland on the old Facebook, and I can type his name in chat. We'll make sure that he gets in here and comments as well. No doubt he will. But his name is Anthony Garland. Let me see if I can tag him in this. Can I? Don't want to get flagged. Better not do that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, you can look for the Outcast Racing League as well. They're all about having a good group of drivers in there and having some fun, and that's what I like. All right, Anthony Garland and I. Tell you what. You know what's happened today? There he is. Yep, I know which photo is. All right, they're gonna go back to double file. Let's tag him in here. You love oval races? Awesome. Frederick, there he is. Anthony Garland. It should tag him in there. Send him a message about joining the Outcast Racing League on iRacing, and he will get you taken care of. Thank you very much, Frederick, for being out there in the chat. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Fred, where are you from? I gotta ask. You know, because we like to see it. Oh, man. Thank you to all you fine folks out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Yes, I broadcast other series as well. I broadcast the Outcast Racing League. I broadcast the Chop Shop Racing League, Goat Racing League on Tuesdays and Saturdays. A lot of oval racing, a lot of truck racing. ARCA series coming back on Wednesdays, and then just a whole lot of fun. Friday night's championship race for the fantastic Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series. They're going to be back this Friday at Michigan for their championship race, and then after that, we have our podcast starting on Fridays for their off season. All right, we're back at it. Green flag waves, 19 of 75 being completed, and Sean Langton back in the mix. He is ready to go. You can tell he's ready to go. He's all over the back bumper of Matt Redford. Here's a look at the nose cam the cockpit view right there. As you see the 33 try to pinch inside that corner. Seven's going to have the run here, though. He gets into fourth gear, rolls on the high side here, tries to roll the bottom. 33 of Gunnarsson is going to be right there with him as well. Braking into the corner, huge fifth gear for the driver as he rocks into the corner. He's going to hold that line, be able to carry fourth gear around here. Downshifting, a big factor here. Making sure these cars turn. These cars drive like school buses on this racetrack, and that's something that I've heard time and time again. Haven't recently been in the truck series? Well, I tell you what, Kendra, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you. Make sure that if you want a truck series, there's lots of them out there, but there are a few that are still going. Goat Racing just started their season. They're about 5 weeks in, I do believe, 5 or 6 weeks in. They've got a long race season. That's a good one for you. And then, of course, let's see. We have another truck series. That's our only truck series we're going to have for a little while. Outcast Racing League are getting ready. I'm sorry, the Asphalt Outlaws Racing Series are getting ready to end their season. So that's the only one we're going to have. Goat Racing League. You got to go facebook.com and get into the search bar. Look up Goat Racing, GOAT. The greatest of all time is what it is, and you'll be able to check that out. All right, fourth caution of the race happens, and it is to Alaric Loethe. And I tell you what, Redford is trying to get himself into the mix here, and I think some things are happening. All right, Alaric. Let's see what happened here. Back this up. Making sure that I'm talking over the music so I don't get flagged for weird things, because that's just not how this goes. Let's see. Nerds doing nerd things. Our chase view for the 10 car here. Here's what happened. Did he get up into the wall? There's the 94 there. There's the 24 there as well. 10. Oh, the 24 just barely got into him. Got a little bit free. And he gets sideways. Does he save it? Does he save it? Does it save it? He saves it. Nice job by the 10 here. No contact. Just a little left rear right there. Nice job by the 10. Great save. And a whole lot of fun. Appreciate everybody out there. You can't find a league. You've done some official races. Well, I tell you what, man. I used to run officials religiously, and I tell you what, hey, of course I broadcast the races. I don't get into races much anymore, but leagues are the way to go. If you want to have fun and you want to figure out exactly where you want things to be in the course of your driving style, you get familiar with folks out there, you get familiar with the way that people roll, and such a great way to build camaraderie as well. Anthony Garland, your lucky dog, he comes around. He's going to be one last lap down. I think Shappy out of the race. Oh, Austin's out of the race. No bueno. 45 was going to be that lucky dog not too long ago. Garland's still looking for another lap. Does look like Wyborn's going to be 2 laps down as well. Mike in the 13. He's coming down. He's leaving pit road. He's got that Buffalo Bills paint scheme. He's looking pretty darn snazzy. Might be coming to pit road. Here's the exit of 2. We'll see if he's going to come back to pit road here. No, he's going to be leaving pit road. Oof, that was almost close. Redford, your race leader. Langton in second. Gunnarsson, Bromfield, Christopher in the 99 rolls out there. Stephen Parker Hamilton, both those drivers at 15 positions. Tyler Humphrey there in the 94. Dave Durant in the 24. Daniel Solo trying to rebound here. I think he came to pit road on 23, so he made his green flag pit stop. He's ready to stick with it, and no doubt he's going to be trying to roll through the field a little bit. That 2 wins, he wants to have that 3rd one, and right now he's tracking down this guy who's got a win in the series already as well. So much going on here, and I'd like to see it. Oh man. Tell you what, these Cup cars, they're finicky. They may be finicky, but they've got some realism to them, and they're starting to get much better when it comes to the way these things drive and the way that they roll. Dan's, what's going on? Cheering on Wyborn and Parker Hamilton. Perfect. Wyborn's going to be 2 laps down at the moment. He got 3 earlier, and he's trying to rebound. He had to go in and take that get that damage repaired. I don't think he took his fast repair. He might have taken that fast repair. We'll check his car as he goes by. Does look like he might have went ahead and taken that fast repair. But he's going to be 2 laps down, so he'll try to figure that one out and make it work. Here goes the 37 of James Garland. He's going to get himself out there. He's going to be the last driver to lead lap, I do believe. So he's 2 laps down, looking for a lucky dog position. And as long as he holds on to it, and there's at least 2 more cautions, he'll be able to make it. However, Stephen Parker Hamilton to the 66. She is restarting 6th and is looking pretty darn snazzy in that Monster Energy paint scheme. I like the blue ice look of not only the cans that does have, but also that car. 71 gets the green flag, and right behind him, Langton and Gunnarsson are already at it. Chappie, I saw, man, this is a fixed league. Fixed leagues are the way to go. It teaches you how to race. Open leagues teach you. Open leagues, the only thing they do is they teach you who's got the best setup. That's really it. Fixed leagues will teach you how to race because it puts everybody on a level playing field. It's all about driver skill. 7 to the outside of the 33, utilizing the 2nd lane, trying to track down Redford one more time. Chappie not good with it. Chappie, do you want to jump up in the booth with me? We can talk about the race. 7 clears the 33. Chappie, you are always more than welcome to join me. I promise it'll be all right. Love you, buddy. Yeah, if you want to. I don't care. You know, we like our Sunday afternoon chit chats, right? Redford closing down some distance, or trying to. Gunnarsson right there on the back bumper. And he is killing it. Completely up to you, bro. Completely up to you. The channel is open, and you are more than welcome to join. Redford out front, and a whole lot happening behind. We see James Garland trying to roll there. There's Mike Durfee there in the 13. 69 trying to roll back. That's Joshua Benton back here. He had some early issues, some right side damage for him here. James Garland trying to close down some pace. Casey Deese, he's trying to make up some ground as well. Drivers in front of him, but he's trying to put a little bit of time down there. Stephen Parker Hamilton, he dropped kind of heavily there So we'll see if he's just trying to save some face here. That's going to be 45 laps to go. They're rolling. That corner is kind of killing it. Huge runs, huge pace. And, you know, kind of the way the race goes. Down to the bottom it goes. He says, "Oh, full sent." This is sent ship. This is the next, these are the next gen cars, the new ones out here. There, right? Man, oh man. Broadcast every Sunday. Tell you what, this track can be kind of spicy, that's for darn sure. Take a look. There's Al Reed trying to get himself a little bit of extra ground here. The 94 Tyler Humphrey went around like he was standing still. The 94 rolling with Daniel Solo. And the fifth caution of the race is going to come out. Alaric Loethy and Mike Kellingbeck involved. We shall see what happened. Of course, cautions brought to you by these guys. Nerds do their thing. I love them. They're amazing. AJ does a fantastic job. Matt and all the crew, they just kill her. We love them. All right, we're going to see what happened here because I think there's the 10 right there. All the way to the bottom side. Oh, the 10. Oh, man. Kellingbeck got free. He hit that. Oof. Oof. Oh. Oh, man. Kalisku got into Kellingbeck's nose. Well, his bumper came back on. Whoa. Holy crazy. Well, we know what's coming. We do know what's coming. There's Mike Kellingbeck right here. Little far chase. So something that does happen if you hit the seam wrong, and this might have happened here. We'll see. As you drop in right here, there's a little bump right there. And of course, they might have collected each other anyway. But something that happened whenever Mike hit this spot right about here, the car upsets, and you see him sideways. Normally, he wouldn't be turned that direction. And then the 10's right there, and then all of a sudden, drivers, oof, oof. And the bumper comes back magically. Mike Kellingbeck here. Gonna find his pace. I think he did have a faster pair, but the magic of animation comes his way with this big old thing right here. Helicopter award for the old 70 machine. He went around and around and around and around, and that almost made you nauseous. That's what I would see there. Drivers came to pit road. The only person that hasn't come to pit road is Gunnarsson here. Solo is right behind him, his teammate, trying to make it work. Tyler Humphrey, Al Reed, Dave Duran, they all came to pit road to make their pit stops. There's the 9. 24 came in on 9, and he's got some right side damage. Casey Dees came out on 23. James Garland, Alaric Loethy, 24 and 23. Matt Redford hit his pit stop on 33. So try to bide your time for cautions with 55% fuel. That's a pretty darn damaging experience. And you want to make sure that you do it. Yeah, you can come on up there. Let's bring in the 45 machine, Mr. Austin Chappie, who had an early day, but it still turned fantastic. Thank you very much, Fred. Appreciate you. Always appreciate you. Austin, I know that Phoenix can be a doozy, and today turn 2 was a doozy, and other drivers are seeing that still to this point. Front straightaway seems like it's being disruptive to these next gen cars.
Yeah, just bad days happen. I got loose on lap 1 and trying to rejoin the track and ended up back down on the apron and ended up having to use my faster pair real early. And then the second wreck, I don't really know what happened. I watched the replay, and there was a car that was going real slow, and I had nowhere to go and had to go to the inside, and it almost looked like a bit of net code bounced me off the wall and up the track and into everybody. So not much I could do, but car's done. Gonna be over 20 minutes in repairs. So,
well, I tell you what, they all could wreck each other, have 45 minutes of repairs. You can still come back around and win this one. I'm just saying. No, I'm
yeah.
Pace cars in. It could happen. It could happen. Fred, thank you for the follow out there. So, how do you like this restart on the back straightaway? I know it's something that when they move the start-finish line to the as we get ready to go to green here, they move the start-finish line into the dog leg, into the start of the dog leg. How do you like having to keep it that slow on that back straightaway? It seems like it would make me antsy.
It kind of makes it hard to judge in when you're at the back of the pack when to really get on the gas, because you can get a lot of wheel spin going through 4 in second gear, and so you just got to kind of hope that whoever's at the front waits. Oh, someone's going around. 10 going around.
Alert! Having another issue here.
Oh, they're still going around.
Yeah, they are. Oh man, 6th caution of the race. Some of them on pit road. The 66 on pit road now, and the black flags are no doubt going to need to be cleared there. And we talk about getting into the turn right there. Utilizing the dog leg is a great strategy, but part of the strategy when it comes to getting in there is making sure that you get down to speed and down into a gear so that way you can run yourself into that corner. You've got to be able to carry the corner and not lift up the racetrack. And we're seeing a lot of trouble getting themselves going.
Yeah, turn 2, it's real easy to get real tight and not be able to get the car to turn around. You kind of got to work the back end a little bit, and especially if you're running older tires, like it looks like some of the people still are, it just wants to really not turn.
Wants to push like a snow shovel.
Yeah.
Here's what happened here. There's the 71 of Redford down to the bottom. 37's in front of him. The 10 of the Wavy up high here. And all of a sudden, we're 4 wide. Big checkups happening. Oh, and the 71, nowhere to go. The 10 kind of getting the beat and banging of the situation. And then the 12 goes around. Then poor Anthony and Wayne. Wayne gets into his nose, and Wayne's just having some tough luck right now. And that's what happens whenever it's tight in the corner. The 10 was almost trying to come down into the corner like you should have, but not much in the way of room there, and you never know what's below you and who's below you and where they're going to be and if you're going to be close, especially because these cars are very, very windshield determined. Garland's going to be your lucky dog. He should be 1 lap down or back on the lead lap, pretty close to you, something in that realm. Or Killingbeck's your lucky dog. He comes back on the lead lap. Garland's still looking for a lap here. And that's part of what we're seeing out of this is the track can be driven, and these drivers have shown that they can get 5 or 6 laps in, and then all of a sudden when the tires come up to temp, it seems like they're going around.
Yeah, it looked like the 10 may have stayed out and had older tires. I know that Matt Redford just pit on that last caution before that restart, and it just looked like he had a slower car going into turn 1 and came down a little bit on the 71. So
yeah, hard to sit there and say it's anybody's fault. I think racing is probably the bigger portion of Bromfield, though. He needs some good luck here today too. He needs we've been seeing him race hard and try to race clean, and over the last couple of weeks I think we're going to see him improve. Fred, do they win prize money or like money or something? In this league, it's for fun. It's a fun league, and just broadcasted, they do that. There are other leagues that we've broadcast, or the other leagues that are out there that do have prize pools and pay-ins and things like that do that, but it's all an investment. It's an investment of time, it's an investment of energy, and an investment of money. Because this one's more for a bragging rights championship, I think it makes for more interesting races, and sometimes it makes for better camaraderie, better the better outlook when it comes to, like, you can be mad about something, but at the end of the day, they realize it's just for fun. Oh man! All right, so Gunnarsson and Solo, since they came into the league, they've been pretty darn dominant, and I think Redford has finally turned on the gas on his car too. He's figuring some things out. Who's the go-getters of the league right now?
I gotta say Matt Redford. He's just really consistent overall. Gunnarsson is just pure speed. Mm-hmm. Him and David Duran runs really good qualifying laps, and then just ends up having a lot of bad luck during the race, and we're seeing a little bit of that today.
24 restart to the outside. Speaking of which, my man Al Reed, he's back up in fifth. Al was dominant in the Gen 6 cars, and now he gets into these next gen cars, and all of a sudden, these things are driving like they look. 24, David up top, trying to wall tap himself away around, almost three wide. Sean Langton trying to get to the inside, and that's something that we're seeing a lot of give and take, and sometimes that actually causes more incidents than you can hold on to. Sean Langton there in the Toyota, he's trying to be fast. Matt Redford, fastest on the field. He's going to be trying to work his way back up at the front. He's off 6 from the start of the race in 8th, but when they had that green flag pit stop, they restarted. He restarted all the way in 14. Or that caution pit stop where pretty much everybody came to pit road. Oh, man, the 6 going around. Robert Tuiscu, Alaric Loethi almost involved there. Anthony Garland there. And the 7th caution of the race. Man, oh, man, that happens. It does happen. Andres out there. The Mendez giving us a like. Thank you very much. Appreciate you very much. All right, let's take a look. A lot going on this racetrack, and I tell you what, a lot of moving parts, and everybody just wants to be as clean as they can, and as driveline dependent as possible. There's the 6 right there. Oh, he's just a little free. Oh, Rob got free, and these cars like to step right on you very fast.
That's really hard to catch them once they start going around too.
That's exactly what happened there. Here's how quickly this went from, all right, I'm a little loose, to ouch. So right here into the corner, he's right there with Josh Bromfield, and just unfortunate for Anthony Garland, who is back on the lead lap, got himself into a good situation here to try to drive. Here's how quickly this goes from good to bad. Right here, out of the throttle, back into the throttle, snap.
It looked like he just got a little too hard into the throttle, got a little oversteer from the out of the throttle, and then the second he stepped back into it, it just snapped back the other way.
It did. I thought the 66 was going to be our lucky dog there, so hopefully he stays out to take that. He should be the lucky dog. That would put Stephen Parker Hamilton 1 lap down, I do believe. And possibilities are endless. Garland
showing 66 5 laps down for me. I don't know if something's going on in the wires.
I don't know. Man, okay, it's now updated. It is 5 laps on this side. Now it's 5 laps. It said 2 laps.
Yep.
Fred said yesterday he did 2 races, started 8th and 9th, and finished 4th in both races. That's awesome. That's good progression. So here's my outlook on life, and my outlook on iRacing. Yes, everybody's goal is to win the race, but if you qualify and you start 10th, and you finish ahead of where you started, you've already won something. You've won progress. And if you are in iRacing and you lose spots, whether it's through racing or through crashes or anything like that, well, then you've learned what happened in that situation and what to do the next time. Know what I mean? Giannis, thank you for the like. Appreciate you out there. Much love to you. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Chappie, happy Father's Day to you and your fam. And
thank you. Happy Father's Day to you as well. I don't know if you have any kids. I definitely don't.
I got a lot. I got a lot of kids, and they're yeah, I'm old, folks. I'm old, and I love my kids. They're amazing.
Sounds like you have a lot more than I would ever want.
yes. I have enough that have more gray hair than I do regular hair at the moment. So that's what it is. My oldest is 20. My youngest is 8. But yeah, man. And they're good kids. They're all good kids. We've got Austin, Trinity, Reisig, Bailey, Gabriella, and Cody. Is the fam. Garland back to pit road. Parker Hamilton, yes, 5 laps down. Wyborn's going to be out of the race. Wayne's getting his car fixed. Josh is back out there. At least he's trying to get some stuff taken care of. Garland is doing his due diligence on pit road. Mike in the 13, little Buffalo Bills Ford Mustang. He's still up 3, and he's only a lap down. So he's going to be a lucky dog contender Tuisku was your lucky dog that last time as my relative updates on my right-hand side. Thank you to those folks. All right, teammates, side by side, 3300, pace cars in. And this one just needs to go green to see who is going to be able to make up that ground, because starting and restarting only benefits the 33 and the 00 right now. That's not a bad thing for them. That's what I'm saying. Anybody's going to be trying to make, we're going to see, if it gets down to the nitty gritty, we're going to start seeing more and more aggressive moves to try to pull off the win here than what you're looking, what you would be looking for. Langton to the inside of the 94. 94 has a big run of speed to the back straightaway here as they come around to turn 3. Huge run. 7 back to the 94. 94 to the back bumper of Solo here. Solo trying to catch his teammate Gunnarsson. The pole sitter is all about speed and clean air, and right now that's what he's going to need, because Sean Langton was fastest over the course of 3 or 4 laps when it came to trying to outstretch his hand. We'll see what he does here and see if he can keep it clean. 94 up high. Humphrey trying to roll.
Looks like the 7 is going to get him here.
Progress, right? That's what he needs.
7 got a really good entry into turn 4, but I think the 94 might get him under braking here if he's going to look for it.
He didn't. He went second lane. He's going to stay second lane. Langton runs back down to the bottom, and he sees 2 cars in front of him. He's a little free right there off 2. We've seen that happen, and he's able to catch it there. What do you got to do? I mean, oh, he's going to go around.
Oh,
so
nice
close.
save.
So close.
A caution came out.
He was just Tuisku involved. Tuisku back here, and the number 6. He went around. Garland out there in the chat. Oh, he does have lap price. He has a diecast from his personal collection. I forgot about that one. My bad. But mostly for fun. I call it for fun.
It looks like this just kind of
cool.
came around on his own.
Just kind of cool, you know? All right. Yeah, we're going to see what happened here. Here's one more caution for you. 8th caution of the race. It's starting to heat up. Car stepped out on him, maybe.
Yeah, he just kind of came around on his own. Like he probably tried to get it to the throttle a little bit too early.
How about nerds doing nerd things, folks? Here is your caution. Here's what happened. Here's what we're talking about as we review it behind the scenes. Just the graphic plays he did. He just kind of snapped on him. I mean, good save for him. Just a little bit of nose tink. Yeah, just a little nose tink. He could get that fixed. Back. Whoa. And that's where we caught up with him right there. All right. Lucky dog. Mike.
Really good save from the 7, though. Looks like he's going to stay out and get that track position.
Yes, I think Mike came to pit road. I don't think Mike's taken his lucky dog.
He's been coming in a lot. I think he's still got quite a bit of damage. I see him coming in at pretty much every caution multiple times. So
the 66 is going to get a lap back here. And I tell you what, that's a gift. Another lap to be able to solidify a position here. Mike could have been back on the lead lap there. He may be getting some stuff fixed here, but I mean, which is, hey, all the power he can do to make sure that that car runs well. If another caution comes out, then opportunities won't be wasted. Sean Langton came in on 33. Redford came in on 33. Duran came in on 9. Dave Duran has not come to pit road yet since lap 9, according to my relative.
We're probably going to see that affect him a little bit here soon. These tires fall off really fast once they get to around that 80% mark. And I mean, we've had a lot of caution laps, so that's saving them a little bit, but been pushing pretty hard on the restarts.
Sitting on pit road, enjoying the view. Yes, it is a fixed series. So Anthony Garland's in chat with you there, Fred. If you want to give a little conversation back and forth between you two, you are more than welcome to utilize the chat for what it is. Anthony Garland, super fantastic guy. We always appreciate him and the leagues that he tries to put on. OUTCAST Racing League they run a short series, but they run lots of series. Like they like doing the second season for him. They did a quick season before, took a couple of weeks off, did another season, and that's kind of pretty much what we've seen out of it, and kind of like that because it just makes the points reset, makes everybody have an opportunity to come back at it again and enjoy it. So we love the view. Phoenix is an absolute dream of a racetrack, and if you've not seen what this track looks like from overhead, how about that blimp view? And all the hollers on the outside, the campgrounds, the big ginormous overlook hill on the backside of this thing. Phoenix is just it's a beautiful racetrack, and it's out in the middle of nowhere.
There's still quite a few tracks out there that are still in the middle of nowhere, like Bristol and Loudon and stuff like that. They're all, or New Hampshire Motor Speedway for those that don't know the town is Loudon. But
tell you what, Bristol's coming up. It's on my bucket list. It's got to happen. I haven't done it yet. I need to. I want to go to Bristol. I want to take the fam to Bristol. We go to Kansas every once in a while because we live there. Gateway is very close. I'm literally 2.5 hours away from Kansas Speedway and Gateway. I'm like the big V between the two. I'm the wishbone. I'm the point of the wishbone on the bottom. Oh man. Alrighty, folks. 21 laps to go. OUTCAST Racing League. And let's see if this is going to be a fast 21 laps because Gunderson and Solo came to pit road. And we got some fresh tires behind the drivers up front. Green flag waves.
really good restart from the 7.
He needed it. Redford's been absolutely killing it on his restarts. If he restarts from the outside and he controls, he's normally the driver to beat. Sean Langton.
Brand's still got a lot of pace. Whoa, hard into the wall.
James Garland, oh, they're around. There goes Al Reed back here as well. Solo involved. There is poor Killingback. Trying to hold on there, trying to do what he can. Charlotte is Charlotte's a 1.5 mile track, but they do have the Charlotte short track in the middle. I do like that one. Folks, ninth caution of the race. We're gonna see what happened. And I think he said something.
99 came around a little bit, it looks like.
I think that's what I was looking at here. Here's the 99, 33 in front. Oh, folks, you're going to be looking at it in 2 seconds. There's the 33, the 99, 00 on the high side. There's the 3, the 94 to the bottom. New tires can go aggressive, but here's the thing. New tires need temperature, and they need air pressure. And 99, 99 got a little free right there, and you see that. And there's a lot of things happening in front of them as well, but here's
nice save from Wayne from getting into the wall hard there. He kind of got caught up with the 99 coming down across the track.
Here's what happened here. 99 steps into it, gets free. You see the snap, gets into the 3, into the 00, 94 down low. Ooh, look at, hold on to it. Hold on to it, Wayne. Gets a little right side, but he's all right. James Garland able to hold on to it as well. James up here, he was one of the drivers that got free of the front 5, but the caution brought out by, of course, what happened to the back of the pack here. So Daniel Solo took a little bit of nose damage there. We'll see if he's got some time to fix that. The 3 of Al Reed does a great job of just being on the brakes. Watch Al. He's like, I'm on my brakes. Stop hitting me. He just stops. Mike took a little nose damage there, but I don't think it was as aggressively hard as I thought it might have been there. So all good. Killingback's going to be looking pretty.
Al Reed surprisingly didn't pick up that much damage for getting hit by about 4 different cars.
You know what? I'm always impressed with Al. You know why I'm impressed with Al? Because he does the right thing. He gives a lot of credit to his little lady inside his cockpit view. Anyway, Mike, thank you for the like. Thank you for the share out there as well. Mr. Almadinger, how are you doing, sir? Hopefully you're having a fantastic Sunday afternoon. Sean Langton into number 7 rolls around here. 17 laps to go. 9th caution. Once to keep outpacing Matt Redford. Dave, right behind him, that 24. You were talking about pace. He is still holding on to some quick pace for those 9-lap tires that he has. Josh Bromfield still rolling into the corner as well. Maybe just a splash. Maybe that's all they needed. I mean, you know, it's kind of the way things go. Thank you, Mike. Always a pleasure. I will continue to keep up the good work, the hard work. It's a simulator, and my voice sometimes gets strained, but I wouldn't consider this work. I consider it a great time for these drivers, a great time for the fans and all the folks out there, and that's what we do it for. And happy Father's Day to you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic one.
Another one out there that's having a pretty good race, 28 of Casey Dees.
Yeah.
He's been holding pretty well in that top 10. He's 6th right now. 7th, making some moves out there.
Casey sent me a message earlier. He was like, I want this, I wanted the broadcast link, and I was like, so I didn't put him in Discord yet, so I put him in Discord and I sent it over there. He is excited. I think he was amped up for this race, so for him to reach out for that, I think he wanted this race to come to fruition, and we'll see just where he's going to finish here. He's got the 0-0 behind. 33 of Gunnarsson still trying to make up some ground here. Langton, Redford side by side. Green flag. How about a full send moment? 3 wide on the exit. 33 of Gunnarsson almost into Bromfield there. 94's right behind. Bromfield can't drive this track. There's Alaric Luethe behind. As right now, some drivers still trying to carry some speed. Straightaway run. Alaric there to the bottom of the 33. Locks up the tires on the 33. It's going to be high up into the wall here. It's got to keep it off the wall. Trying to gain every position that he can. And I tell you what, that was almost disastrous for him. Solo gets a little blink going on right there. He's behind the number 12 of Josh Bromfield. So the teammates still trying to run side by side. Matt Redford tracking down the 7 of Langton. Still moving. Still grooving.
Starting to see those tires of 24 starting to hurt him a little bit. He is moving backwards and losing some ground.
Sideways.
He's coming around sideways.
No caution. Oh, man. Casey Dees, no. We're talking about Casey.
I guess we commentator cursed that, huh?
Did that's a happening thing. 10th caution of the race. Is this like the Coca-Cola NASCAR series? So I will say that I will try to always make it as hyped up and as good, and the commentation just as much. As far as the way that I broadcast it, yes, that I try to broadcast just as well and just as much as those folks do over at the Coca-Cola series. Is the racing competition the Coca-Cola series? Is it tied to it? It is not tied to it, but it is similar in nature as a league. Just like the Coca-Cola series is. Technically, the Coca-Cola series is all about rating and how you get invited to that through iRacing. And it's still technically a league. Casey gets involved there, folks, and we will take a look and see what happened. Here's what happened. 99 looked like he got to the back of the 28 here.
He got a little loose under braking.
No. The 99 hit the wall. Oh, man, hold on. Far chase. Watch the 99 here. He comes down, heavy brakes into the corner, hits the wall, gets a little free, hits the wall, comes up, gets into the 28, and then, dang it, Mike Killingbeck just can't. Every wreck is attaching to Mike Killingbeck, and then Alaric Luethe back here.
It's got to be frustrating. It's a little bit of a friendly fire. Chris and Casey are both teammates of mine, so.
And then the 10 gets down to the bottom here. He sees what's happening. He's down to the bottom, heavy on the brakes, and then the 3 back there, trying his darndest to stay out of it. And then the 10 of Alaric just going around and around and around. Man, heavy braking. And then
like Casey's going to use his fast repair and come out on a fresh set of tires. Smart move at this point of the race.
Yeah, 11 laps to go. Why not? Full send. Ron, thank you for the like. Much love to you. How you doing? Ron Grist out there, how are you doing? Can I link the series? Can I link the Coca-Cola series? You'll have to just go, just follow iRacing on Twitch, twitch.tv. and go up there, and that's where they broadcast the Coca-Cola series. You can follow them on Facebook too. iRacing, follow iRacing on Facebook. If you follow them on Facebook, then you'll get notifications for the Coca-Cola series over there as well. No, me broadcasting. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you've already followed, brother. I appreciate you. The follow is what's going to give you a lot of the notifications when it comes to everything that we do. Yeah, I broadcast now 6 days a week. Next week will be 5 days a week. 6 races, 6 series over basically the week. 7 right now. Championship race for this Friday is going to make it 6 next week, which is all good because we're going to have a podcast coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get everybody involved, all the leagues. We're going to talk about iRacing. We're going to talk about gaming. We're going to talk about simulators. We're going to talk about rigs. We're going to talk about everything that we can possibly talk about when it comes to racing here. And right now, the biggest thing I'm looking at is Gunnarsson in that 3rd spot. Ford seems to be trying to apply some pressure here. And he's got a little bit fresher tires, but they haven't been able to stretch them.
24, David Duran also taking a fresh set of tires. He's going to be starting back a little bit in the field, but he's probably going to be in good shape here with the amount of pace he has.
Right now, though, holy goodness. We're going to let it unfold because holy cow. Bromfield to the outside of the 00, 94, trying to run the outside. Holy cow, almost 3 wide on the exit here. Try to make it work. 12 to the bottom side. Pulls the 00 in front of him. Gunnarsson solo. Redford in second here. Try to pull in Sean Langton. Langton out front for the last, I don't know, dozen or so laps. Since basically 53. If I'm broadcasting, you have to join. Absolutely. This series, I talked about Anthony Garland up there. He was a reply to the comments. Anthony's going to be the guy you want to reach out to this series. He'll be able to get you hooked up and set up. I am a great recruiter for series, but I'm a bigger fan of trying to make sure that the racing is the focus and helping these drivers drive for themselves. They're a ton of fun. 71 able to clear the 33 there. What is it about turn 3 that makes that second lane faster here? 1 and 2 seeming faster for the 33 and the 00. The 71 can hold off the 33 and the 00 into turn 3 over here.
You can get into the gas a little bit earlier and kind of hold the nose. We have another caution coming out. Hold the nose a little bit straighter coming out of the corner. Just carry a little bit more momentum. Who is going around?
Oh, our good friends, the Garlands. No! Caution! Oh, James having an issue there. Let's see what happened. Oh, I think he got into it a little bit.
Kind of looked like he came down, not knowing the 69 was there.
And that's something that's something here on this straightaway on this dog leg that you see. That all of a sudden, ooh, how about a little net code? How about 2 feet of net code? All right, folks, if you don't know what net code is, here's a great example. Here is the chase view. Watch the left side of the 37 here as I move into the camera view. Bam. All right, here, let's do this. All right. Now, as we go forward here, we're going to go quarter speed. Watch the 37. He's going to come down the racetrack a little bit. The 69 is going to be there. And then they're going to miss each other here, except for that right there. Boop. There's a little net code. That net code sends the 37 up the racetrack and frees up the 69. And the reason why I know it's net code is because of this factor right here. It frees them both up. Instead of, if I thought at all that the 37 just kind of jerked his wheel back, it'd be a different story. But right here, we're going to watch the crinkle of the 37s. See how the car got moved? It got moved. And then bam! All of a sudden, no, nosed. Ooh, I like the new damage model. Look at that damage model.
It is pretty. It'll be interesting to see what happens if they start getting tire damage working properly and if debris can cause some tire damage if you drive through it.
You know, I would like to see the actual flat tires. think that would be good. Nerds do nerd things. Caution sponsor getting some airtime today. We love them. We appreciate them. They are absolutely amazing. Thank you to AJ and all the and all the crew and staff over there for bringing us on here. And hopefully their platform is growing like ours is. Holy cow, you are all amazing. Thank you so much for being the best platform, the best Warrior Nation. I call you the SC Warriors, Signature Esports Warriors, the Warrior Nation. Giving us some love and being a part of helping these leagues grow and be valuable and basically have something to go back and say, you know, I got the helicopter award this week, or, you know, I got this week. And, you know, hey, you know, I've had, you know how many drivers have had their first win on iRacing because I was able to broadcast that. Not even in officials. They've gotten their first win in leagues. And that's pretty darn killer. You know what I mean? Well, license for these cars. Go ahead.
You never lose that feeling of getting that great first win, especially, and if it's broadcasted too, it just makes it all that much sweeter.
Always a ton of fun. License for these cars. So these are the A-class license on iRacing. But I think we've got drivers in here from A, C, B, D. They're all over the place, from D class to A class. I know some people that don't race officials, but only race leagues, and so they still have a rookie 1500. Yep, that's a real thing. 771 00 33 12. 3 laps to go. A natural green-white checkered for the drivers here, and we also have 2 attempts at a green-white checkered coming up. But this is going to be the pace. 00 33. Back bumper running.
Be a little worried if I was the 7 right now with the 33 right behind him.
Bromfield's there too. Watch how many people drive to the bottom. Green flag waves, 771. Everybody went to the bottom except for the 00. Bromfield to the bottom of Solo. 94 of Humphrey trying to roll the back. Redford trying to put the 7 under fire here as they roll turn 2 out to the backstretch. 33 loose. 71 up high. Drops into the corner. 33 is going to turn to 71.
Oh, he saved it.
Oh, up
He's
into the wall.
though.
You know that is going to be some words there. Langton, white flag waves.
Can already see the mics popping off a little bit.
Langton and the Toyota try to hold on for 2 more turns. 33 put his nose down there. The 21 was there. So I'm sorry, the 71 was there. But Sean Langton, points leader in the series, comes around here. He holds on for the victory, and he's going to win it. Gunnarsson in second, Solo in third, Humphrey, Bromfield, Duran, Matt Redford finishes in 7th. And the 33, I want to go back and take a look at that. That was a great save by Redford. No doubt, absolutely
Gutting.
it's almost hard to watch some things like that happen, but I mean, a great save nonetheless. Let's kind of go back here and we'll take a look at what happened to the 71, just so that way we can deduce this before I get into an interview here that I don't want to say is going to be you know, I don't want to say something that I shouldn't in this case. Here's the chase view, far chase view. We'll take a look at the run. So right now the 33 is already loose. He's got a little bit fresher tires, but they haven't really ran these tires off. 71 there, 33 runs high, 71's down to the bottom, runs down to 7 here. Probably has an opportunity to do the same thing. 71 gets next to the bumper, 33 is loose. He's going to drop into the corner. 71's there. 33 knew that he was going to get there, gets up into him. And that is the way it goes. Sean Langton, though, your race winner. Let's take a look at your race results. And I won't say that he didn't know what he was doing, but I will say that it looked like he did. That's what I'll say. But hey, you know what? Hard racing at a bump and run. I talk about the way to do a bump and run, and that is the wrong way to do a bump and run. That's for darn sure. Go ahead.
You know, the 7 got real lucky there because the 71 almost got pushed completely up into him when that happened too.
You can't wreck him to win it, and that's something that will DQ you, and you know that league owners don't like to see that in their leagues. But Sean Langton, your race winner here. Gunnarsson finishes second, Solo in third. Humphrey, Bromfield, Duran, Redford, ACD, Sal Reed, Mike Killingbeck all through the top 10. Christopher finishes in 11th, Tuescu 12th, Boethi 3rd, Parker Hamilton finishes in 14th. He was able to get a few laps back, and that's always good to see him be able to make up some of that progress that happened early. But he's still up 7 spots. Garland finishes in 15th. Benton Mike finishes in 17th. Anthony Wayne, Wyborn, and Mr. Shappy, you're there at the bottom, brother. But it happens. It happens.
We all have bad races, my friend.
We do. I do. I mean, that's why we like your name.
You know, Sean Langton just used the entire track and used his engine too to do that burnout.
Yeah, he did. He had a good. I bet he had a good time there. All good things, folks. All good things. I'm again far from mad about the situation. I'm going to stop putting emotions into the race strategy there. But Sean Langton, your race winner here, and did a pretty darn good job. I talked about him being the points leader at 245 points coming into this series with 1 win. Now he ties the 0-0 for wins in this series, and everybody else is going to have to play catch up to him. Interesting drive off there for those folks. You know, and I look at it from the overhead view. I don't look at it from the driver's view. So I don't know what the driver's thinking when he's getting into the corner. Hey, I've got fresh tires. This is my one chance to win this. That might be the absolute driving force there onto why that happened. So hey, you know, I can't blame a guy for trying. You know, did it go wrong for the 71? It did. Was the 33 able to hold on to it? That's what he did. Man, oh man! I tell you what, man. Austin, it was still a good race, regardless of cautions. People talk about there's a lot of cautions in this race. There's a lot of cautions in NASCAR, and they do this for a living.
You know, there's nothing wrong with a handful of cautions, and you know, people make mistakes, and obviously it's hard to judge, and netcode happens, and I mean, am I upset that I had a bad race? Yeah, but I'm mad at the people that were involved? Not at all.
You'll be coming back to it and doing it again next week.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Where are we at next week?
If we can have Indy Oval. I'm actually really excited for Indy Oval.
That's a good racetrack, and that's good speed. You know what I mean? So that there's a good speed. It's tied off 2. We know that turn 2 is always a pain in the butt, but that's going to be a good race. I think that'll be a good race. Maybe a little bit. I think it's a little longer race too. Look at that.
It is a 60-lap race.
Yeah, we're going to run some miles there. And at 55% fuel, that means you come to pit road every 21 laps, maybe.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. We like that.
I'm pretty excited for that race in general because we'll be able to see what the next-gen cars can do there because they won't be racing them in the Cup Series there.
Yeah,
so.
They're doing the road course, Indy road course this year. Yeah, that's
it's a shame. I really think that these cars have some potential on the Indy Oval, and
I know that NASCAR is pushing for more road series out of these cars. But stock car racing got its birth on pretty much the big ovals. You know, Daytona Beach was a different kind of course, but for the most part, I'm a bigger fan of keeping some of the traditional. You switch it up for sure. You know, if you could run twice at Bristol every year, then run twice at Bristol. But if you can only run once at Kansas, you want to do an Indy Oval and then an Indy road course and do that. Watkins Glen's still my favorite road course. I think that's the big factor here. You know, they're getting rid of some iconic tracks for publicity for road series in a NASCAR circuit. And as a race fan, as a NASCAR race fan, I don't agree with that decision, but that's a race fan situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that they're adding new tracks and trying to go to new locations, like going to Gateway with the Cup Series and stuff like that. But I think that one of the main problems with the schedule for a long time has been we don't need 2 races at cookie cutter mile and a half tracks every single year. They need to switch them up a little bit more. And I don't think we need as many road courses as we've added, but there's plenty of other tracks that out there that we can go back to that haven't seen anything for a while. It'll be interesting to see if North Wilkesboro ends up getting added back in a couple of years after some renovations.
Would love to see
I'd love to see Fairgrounds
Speedway,
Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.
Sure.
And there was another one that I was just talking about recently with someone else. Rockingham.
Yeah.
I'd love to see them go back to the Rock. There's
Well,
not really a reason why we're running 2 races at Texas and not going to Rockingham.
Well, they've gotten rid of what, Kentucky and Iowa as well. There's iconic oval tracks that are mile and a third, 1.1, 1.2 mile tracks that are absolutely just like people love driving those tracks, and some of them are part of the staples of their community at least once a year. Helps drive local business, helps drive economy. I know that there's only 43 races that they can do every year. But I think that the schedule for NASCAR needs some structure that is going to benefit the race fan and the economy of the series as well. Because if not, you're going to have a lot of. I can tell you that my oval races get a lot more views than my Road Series racing, and it's not because of me changing anything that I'm doing. It's because a lot of folks are just not in tune with the Road Series yet, and maybe it's just change. Maybe it's just things that folks will need to become accustomed to. But it is what it is. Fred, well, good night to you. Thank you very much. See you on the track soon. I hope to see you on the track soon. Hopefully, you and Anthony can come to terms with some things and get you in the series. And if you want to be a part of this series, you want to help the series grow, then by all means, folks, Anthony Garland is the guy in the chat that you want to talk to. He'll get you into the Discord, get you into the chats, get you into where you need to be. Austin, Sean Langton wins this one, and he did so in style. He had a car. You were talking about him early. Any thoughts on the end of the race?
Oh, it was a fantastic end of the race. There was a great battle for the last 5 laps solid. But I mean, that last 30 laps of the race that was green, excluding all the caution, was excellent racing. Really saw the fresh rubber come into work for the 33, get him the second place finish. But Sean Langton just really good restarts and managing just keep the pace, managing his tires and not making mistakes, and that's really what you need to do.
Yeah, there's a lot that happened this race, and there's a lot that you can learn from this race too, especially Phoenix. Phoenix is a great racetrack for these cars. I think it's probably one of the best racetracks for this car because you have to use every ounce of what this car can do. It's going to get free. It's going to use different levels of lane change. It's going to use the gears. It's going to use the brakes. Everything that you would want out of these cars. Next to what we see with the Road Series style racing that they're doing. But Austin, I appreciate you joining me in the broadcast booth. Always a pleasure to talk to you. I look forward to seeing you when we get the podcast rolling as well, and talking to you over there and having some fun with that. And it's always a pleasure, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's good to come back and actually enjoy the race as a spectator. So do it anytime if I have an early end to a race,
I think you guys understand why I don't race anymore. That's
not true. You raced Talladega this past week.
Yeah, but I mean, I race for fun. I don't get out there and race leagues. I invite all the leagues to get out there and join and race a couple of races with me here and there. And this week we're gonna do something dumb and do MX5s at Michigan, or Chicago.
Yeah. I race in this league for fun. I don't race in the official races very often anymore, just purely because I want to have fun. And it's just frustrating when you just trying to save safety rating or thinking about that all the time. And
for sure. For sure. And whatever you when your name gets put out there as, hey, my name's Jason with Broadcast with Signature Esports, and they realize who you are and you queue up on the mic, or they see my paint scheme or see my truck or car or whatever I'm driving, and they're like, oh, that's Signature Esports, like I have people that want to be a part of the broadcast, it was Steven. I can attest to that a little bit. It was a little, but I think he was trying to pull off some speed run on the inside. Do I think it was too aggressive? Yes, I think he could have had a better run at it on the straightaway and made the pass a little bit more clean. Yes, as far as the Gunderson Redford incident, but the race is over. There's not much we can do about it now. And the only thing that we can say is hopefully next time it turns out to be a cleaner situation. Gunderson was fast. There was nothing wrong with trying to make the move. I think the move was just a little bit too aggressive for the nature of that kind of style of racing. You don't ever want to see that. But you don't want to get targeted on iRacing. You don't want to get targeted anywhere, and that's the issue that I see, and the issue that we want to make sure that people know that this is a simulator. It's supposed to be fun, and the moment that it's not fun, then it becomes work, and we don't want iRacing to be work because they don't pay us, we pay them, right?
I mean, that's how I feel about it, and that's why I started doing some leagues. And that way you have a little bit more control about who you're racing against. You don't have some random person who just decides to turn the wheel right most of the time, under caution, and take out half the field for no reason.
Yeah, we've seen it. I've seen it happen in leagues too, but mostly unofficials. And Austin, I always appreciate you. And I appreciate the league over here, and I think Indy next week's going to be a great race, and I'm happy to look forward to seeing it. We're going to have a whole lot of fun this week and get some stuff taken care of. And once again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers, and to your father, and to the future fathers and the past fathers, and dads everywhere. Much love to you, folks. Tell you what, this has been a great race. It's been a great series. It's going to get even better. We're going to see you in the next one. And much love to you. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Have a great one. We're going to see you in the next one. And thank you, Facebook, for not flagging me already. You're awesome, I think. Hashtag spicy in the chat for me. Nerds do nerd things. And of course, Austin Chappie. Much love to you. We'll see you in the next one.